It happened right here, almost a year ago, right before I left. I came to the party with, you remember, Kevin and his friends, and, he liked you right away, like the way they always do. I got used to being invisible. Whenever you were around a long time ago, well, just look at you and look at me. If I were a guy, I wouldn't look twice at me either. Listen, the point is, he wanted you. And no surprise, he saw you, he wanted you. And, you definitely didn't want him. And he could tell. And that was when I moved in for the kill. Everyone was drinking. People were starting to leave. We were sitting on the living room floor, and I kissed him. You saw us. You watched him bring me up. You watched me bring him up here. And then you went to sleep on the couch. Like you had a dozen other nights, and after a dozen other parties, and then everyone else left. I brought him here. We were kissing. He was a good kisser. And then he started. I didn't stop him, and then, he went downstairs to the bathroom, and, he's gone a long time, and when he came back, he brought a condom. I woke up the next morning, and he was gone, and, I put on my clothes, and I came downstairs, and you were there sleeping. I woke you up. I told you what happened. Told you that I slept with him. Do you know? Do you remember what you told me? You said, I woke up in the middle of the night. He was on top of me. He was feeling you up in your sleep. He was groping you, basically molesting you. While you were passed out, you woke up and his hand was in your crotch. That's what you said, right? It was, it was strange how it didn't even bother you. But I guess you guys had guys who would do worse, right? You told me all this so calmly, like it meant so little. You said, I woke up and I made him stop, and I kept telling him, go back to Joan, go back upstairs with Joan. You said, I gave him a condom for my purse. Why? Why would you do that? What the fuck is wrong with you? A guy tries to assault you while you're passed out, and you think, I know, I'll send him upstairs to my best friend. Why not? Why didn't you kick him out of my fucking house? You could have screamed bloody murder, woke my parents up. You could have threatened to press charges. What he did was assault. What do you think would have happened if you hadn't woken up? He could have raped you. And you sent him back to me. How generous. How benevolent. Why didn't you fucking warn me? Why did you wait until the next morning to tell me what he did? Why didn't you tell me right then? God, Helen, think about it. You send this guy who has just violated you, up to my attic. What do you think would have happened if I had said no? But it never occurred to you that I would have said no? Oh, well, sure. That makes sense. I had certainly brought enough guys up to the attic that summer, hadn't I? Yeah. I kissed this guy who I barely knew. So, I guess I deserved what I got, and you were right. I didn't say no. But I would have. If I had known what he'd done to you, I would have. But you didn't know that? Oh, right. Because I'm such a slut. I'll fuck anyone. It's what you were thinking, though. It had to be. It's the only explanation. You had a chance to protect me, and you didn't, because you never thought for a second that I would say no. I was drowning, and you couldn't see it. You were my best friend, and you couldn't see it. All I wanted was for someone to look at me the way they looked at you. I just wanted someone to want me. Someone. Anyone. I didn't fuck those guys in the attic because I wanted to. I did it to prove that I existed, that I wasn't invisible. And you were oblivious. I would have done anything to protect you. You know that? I would have done anything.